Welcome to the Holy Bible Study with Shelby. For today, we're at Genesis chapter 42. Genesis chapter 42. Okay? Before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button, notification bell. We're doing the will of God when we share this content. If you find any truth in it by doing your homework and asking for wisdom, praying for wisdom to the Lord, He'll give it to you. But with that in mind, let's hit that like and subscribe button so we can grow and help those who are lost out there that need the Word of God. Like I say, Genesis chapter 42. Make sure you have the King James Version Bible, pen, paper, and patience. And men, make sure we have the family at the table. Okay, so let's get started.
Genesis 42. Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, Why do you look one upon another?
Now, we know at this time now that Joseph is in charge, second command of Egypt. If you need to go back and look at chapter 41, we know that he went from being head of the household in Egypt, head of the prison. Now, he's second in command of the land. The whole world has to come to Joseph to get any kind of food here. So Jacob was asking his other sons why they sitting there looking at each other when they ain't got no food, and he finna send them on their way to go get this food, which is in Egypt. Okay, let's continue.
And he said, Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither, and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt.
Now, you see where Jacob was telling them, we're going to die while y'all sitting here looking at each other. So get on down to Egypt. You know, he said 10. He didn't say 11. Okay? He had 12 sons. The brothers had the other one sold away. They didn't know he'd be landing up in Egypt, and they probably think they're thinking he probably dead at this point. So we're talking about 17 years later. Okay? Now they got to go down and get food. And let's see what happened. But the other brother, Benjamin, he's going to be left behind. And he's the youngest brother of Joseph. Okay? Because Joseph and Benjamin had the same mother. Okay? Let's continue. Which was Rachel. Okay? Let's continue.
But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob sent not with his brethren, for he said, Lest peradventure mischief befall him.
That means that Jacob didn't want nothing to happen to Benjamin. Now, we know that Jacob loved Joseph more than he did his other brothers. But now that he thinking that Joseph is dead, Benjamin is his favorite now. And he like, no, he ain't going nowhere. Y'all go. He's staying with me. Because I don't want nothing to happen to him like it happened to Joseph. Okay? Let's continue.
And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. And Joseph was the governor over the land, and he it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came, and bowed down themselves before him with their faces to the earth.
Now, you remember, as we started in, and Joseph dreams, that he told his brothers about this dream, and they was all mad at him, and then he told his father, and him and his mother was upset with him too, that in the dream they said they were always going to bow down to him. It was a prophecy, remember? Well, now, guess what? It's happening right now. Okay? Let's continue.
And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew not him.
Now, look, can you imagine that? There they standing right in front of their brother that they thought when they sold, they was going to kill him at first, and they decided to sell him. And all these years, they think he's dead. And they can't recognize him. Because you got to understand them, the Egyptians was clean cut. They had shaved heads, smooth skin. I mean, they didn't have, but the Hebrews was very hairy men. You know, beard and all. But the Egyptians didn't have that. That's why they couldn't recognize Joseph. But Joseph knew them, and he's going to take them for a little rough ride. So he treated them like he didn't know them, but he knew them. Well, he had to put them to some serious, stressed out situations, okay? Let's continue.
And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies, to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. And they said unto him, Nay, my lord, but to buy food are thy servants come.
Now, look what Joseph's doing. I mean, he could have easily said, hey, y'all, it's me. It's your brother. No, he's not going to make it that easy for them. And God have his hand on everything anyway, but Joseph definitely ain't going to make this easy for them. He's calling them spies. You know, he could have put them through some real tests to find out just how far they've been since they've been sold him. We're talking about 17 years, 15 to 17 years. Okay, because he's 30 years old now. He's 30 years old now. Not, I believe it was 15 or 17 when they sold him. Okay, so it's 17 years later. And he's making them think they're spies. And to think they were spies, that means that's the death penalty. Okay, so they already getting stressed out here. Let's continue.
We are all one man's sons. We are true men. Thy servants are no spies. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not.
Now, you know, he say one is not. Well, they think Joseph is dead. Okay? And they don't know. They're standing right in front of him. And he's going to be so cold-blooded that he's not going to even speak their language. Because he can, at this point, he know how to speak Egyptian, and he know how to speak Hebrew. But he's going to play dumb. He's going to have an interpreter to speak for him to his brothers. Okay? Which we're going to find out anyway. I just thought I'd tell you that ahead of time. Let's continue.
And Joseph said unto them, That is it that I spake unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Hereby ye shall be proved. By the life of Pharaoh ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. Send one of you, and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh surely ye are spies.
So Joseph put them to the test. He knows that Benjamin is not with them. Okay? So he's setting them up. Because he wants Benjamin. He wants his younger brother. Okay? So he's trying to set up a little situation here to make them prove themselves that they're not spies. Okay? Let's continue.
And he put them all together into ward 3 days. And Joseph said unto them the third day, This do and live, for I fear God. If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine of your houses. But bring your youngest brother unto me. So shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die.
So, once again, he's setting them up. He's going to keep one of the other brothers, which would be Simeon, and he's going to let them go back in. And they got to bring Benjamin back. If they don't bring Benjamin back, then Joseph will know they're still full of it. Okay? I mean, that's what he's going to find out if they matured, they're remorseful for what they did, or just what kind of mindset they still have. Okay? Let's continue.
And they did so. And they said one to another, We are verily guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us.
See, now they're feeling guilty. After all these years, and they've probably been thinking this all the time anyway, but now it's kind of hitting them hard because now they're in a situation where their lives on the line, they think. Because Joseph being so cold-blooded, he's not setting out to kill them. He's testing to see where their mind sets are. What kind of brothers they are now. Because they were so cold-blooded to do what they did to him, they might be the same, have the same kind of mentality. They're not going to care about the one brother that's going to be left behind, which is going to be Simeon. Okay? They'll be thinking about their own self. Let's continue.
And Reuben answered them, saying, Spake I not unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child? And ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required.
See now, Reuben reminded them, y'all wanted to kill him at first. Y'all remember? And I tried to stop y'all. I tried to stop y'all from going through with all this nonsense. Then we wind up having to sell him. He reminded them, too late to be for me baby stuff, basically. Okay, let's continue.
And they knew not that Joseph understood them, for he spake unto them by an interpreter.
Now, you see what I'm saying? While they talking among each other, Joseph sitting there listening to them. And they don't even know. He understand their language. And he can speak Egyptian. But his brothers couldn't speak Egyptian. Okay? Let's continue.
And he turned himself about from them, and wept, and returned to them again, and communed with them, and took from them Simeon, and bound him before their eyes.
Now, you got to imagine this. Put your, we have, like life today, when we done somebody wrong, and then somebody done you wrong, and then you see them again, and they don't know you, and you have that mixed feeling that you have to get up for a moment and go somewhere and kind of compose yourself. This is what Joseph did. He had to get up for a moment, go somewhere where they couldn't see him, and he cried. He was happy to see them, of course. He was very happy to see them. That's why he got so emotional. But then he came back and he still played the game. Let's finish up.
Then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn, and to restore every man's money into his sack, and to give them provision for the way. And thus did he unto them. And they laded their asses with the corn, and departed thence. And as one of them opened his sack, to give his ass provender in the inn, he espied his money, for behold, it was in his sack's mouth. And he said unto his brethren, My money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their heart failed them, and they were afraid, saying one to another, What is this that God hath done unto us? And they came unto Jacob their father unto the land of Canaan, and told him all that befell unto them, saying, The man who is the Lord of the land spake roughly to us, and took us for spies of the country.
Now, what Joseph did, he had his, people that worked for him, put some money in their sacks, because he's going to accuse them for being stealing from him. And they won't know this till they get back home to the country and find out, man, where does this money come at in here? We didn't have nothing to do with this. And now they want to blame God. That's the worst thing you can ever do, is blame God for anything. I mean, he tell you that, Bob, you blame me for anything, I'll put more burden on you that you really can't handle. Because God tells us he don't put what we can't handle on us. Well, you could accuse him of something, he will. And here they blaming God. They, hey, what are we doing? We know what you did. Okay? Joseph tested them real good here. Let's continue.
And we said unto him, We are true men, we are no spies. We be 12 brethren, sons of our father. One is not, and the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan. And the man, the lord of the country, said unto us, Hereby shall I know that ye are true men. Leave one of your brethren here with me, and take food for the famine of your households, and be gone. And bring your youngest brother unto me. Then shall I know that ye are no spies, but that ye are true men. So will I deliver you your brother, and ye shall traffic in the land. And it came to pass, as they emptied their sacks, that behold, every man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when both they and their father saw the bundles of money, they were afraid. And Jacob their father said unto them, Me have ye bereaved my children. Joseph is not, and Simeon is not, and ye will take Benjamin away?
Now, Jacob was not happy with this, because they went back and told their father what, basically what Joseph told them. Because Joseph got Simeon. So now Jacob was really hot. Now, I lost Joseph. Simeon somewhere probably getting ready to die. And y'all trying to tell me y'all got to take Benjamin back with you to get Simeon. The father's, he's confused. He ain't buying all this. I mean, something not right, as far as he's concerned. And he ain't about to lose Benjamin. Okay? But he's gonna give in. And let's continue.
All these things are against me. And Reuben spake unto his father, saying, Slay my 2 sons, if I bring him not to thee. Deliver him into my hand, and I will bring him to thee again.
Now, Reuben is telling his father, if I don't come back with Benjamin and Simeon, you can kill my 2 sons. This is the older brother telling his father, you can kill my 2 sons if we don't bring them both back. Okay? They better hope they can come back, first of all. But they dealing with their own brother and they don't know it. Let's finish this chapter.
And he said, My son shall not go down with you, for his brother is dead, and he is left alone. If mischief befall him by the way, in the which ye go, then shall ye bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave.
So we see here, Jacob is really hesitating sending Benjamin. He's saying, something happened to Benjamin, I'm going to go to my grave pretty much miserable. So we'll find out what happened in the next chapter. But man, that's very clever what Joseph's doing. He's basically finding out what kind of men these men are now. Are they just as conniving, heartless, cold-blooded as they were with me, throwing me in a pit to starve and die of thirst, and then pull me out and to give me to the Israelite, and then get sold into Egypt? They don't even know he was sold into Egypt. They didn't know what happened to him after they sold him. So they at this point, they think he's dead after 17 years. But Genesis chapter 42. I mean, it's a lot to learn from this. So I'm looking forward to doing chapter 43 with you next. Until then, be happy, stay safe, and thank you for your time.